Welcome back to the second installment of the 2023 Advent Calendar. Here we have a Kuzel. I think I'm saying that right. Kuzel?
Gozzle? All we know is it means screech all under the whiskers.
It's another house lager, and it was the brewery's from all the way back to 1809, so it's a little bit of a newer brewery than the previous one. It's 5.2%, and
You kind of see it has a newer design to it. It looks a little more like hip.
yeah,
It's made for the craft beer community a little more than the last one, which is more traditional feeling, I think.
I can get behind that.
Yeah. We're starting to suspect there might be a lot of houses in here, so.
I mean, it's an easy beer to make, so.
Right. All right. Are we figuring get right into it here?
Yeah, the same BCJP guidelines for tasting, and
Yes. Hopefully it's. Oh my God. I never realized how thirsty I am every time I come here to do this.
not again.
Yeah. These things had to come across the ocean. Okay, guys. It's a wonder that they're even pouring. Is this really this busted? It's really It's like foaming as it comes out still.
It's there's foam in the can, like a significant amount of it.
Perfect.
I did not get such a good pour.
Oh. I mean, the good news is she's pretty. This is another one that is true to the golden color of a Helles.
But it's lighter.
It is lighter a little bit, yeah. But we're not quite there all the way to the straw character that you get from like something else. I also have, I will say, a few floaties in mine, which normally is indicative of possibly yeast or some hop residue. Could be at the bottom of your can there and all that foam. Doesn't mean it's bad, doesn't mean it's dirty, but sometimes you get a floaty in a beer.
For you three bridge enjoyers, you know what happens when you get some yeast in your beer.
Yep.
Unfiltered craft brewing.
So I'm gonna go ahead and just right away and say this appearance is on point for Helles's. Those minor 3 points though, those support, but they're.
I would agree. Yep, to the nose.
Yep, to the nose it is. It was a lot less pungent than the last one. I feel like it's possibly not as fresh.
Well, it's still 2025, so.
Right. Yeah, but it has a muted character to it in terms of aroma. Normally aromatics, they're the first thing to go on a beer, the longer you age them. So it's like, unfortunately, one of those things that you might have spent like $1 million before, but.
It just smells like beer. I mean, I'm a layman compared to you, but I don't really get a lot of spicy. I don't get a lot of floral to this.
Nope, it's essentially a very muted malt character, which is, I guess, what we call beer. A very, you'd expect beer to kind of smell that way, but this is what I also expect like a flat Miller Lite to smell like.
Right.
It's kind of so unfortunately it's not exactly a showstopper in terms of aroma, but
I don't know, 6?
yeah, it's not outside of the guidelines. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, 6 is probably fair because this is not taking me to the races.
No, I think yesterday was a little more up in your face with some of the Helles style notes that you would expect on the nose.
Right. Even a little astringency is almost welcomed in Helles because it's what separates it from something that's too clean or light, like in America. Yeah, I'd say the 6 because we gotta set this bar here for some Helles. We're gonna be separating the wheat from the chaff, as they say. No, it was gonna be.
And I guess they had 300 less years to figure it out, so.
Yeah, it's fair. It's not exactly their fault. All right, this is the good part.
Cheers.
Huh. That wasn't too telling what I just did.
Well, off the rip, it's a lot less impressive than yesterday's.
Yeah, it's kind of like bitter, but not in a hoppy bitterness way. It has a stringency to it that is a little unpleasant actually. I mean, I'm not saying that I wouldn't drink this. Like if someone handed this to me anywhere, I would enjoy it. But I also would not probably seek it out again. You know.
I mean, I feel like it's missing part of its body. Like it has some there, but it's lackluster.
Yeah, I'm thinking even on the mouthfeel, just it's not really full bodied at all. It's not really clean tasting. But I'd give it. I'd give it a 2 on mouthfeel out of 5 personally.
I could agree with that, and I think I can feel it a little bit more carbonated than yesterday on my tongue, but the rest of it just isn't there.
And ironically, carbonation actually increases perceived bitterness. That's something they've studied quite a bit. So like, you know, the astringency I'm picking up might be from a little higher carbonation and a lack of body in other ways, lack of flavor in other ways. Which brings us to this is gonna be the one that hurts them, I think, is the flavor.
Oh,
this is the big 20-pointer for them. I don't think I'm gonna be able to be kind here. This is gonna be.
I don't think so either. Like, I wouldn't buy this beer again.
Mm-hmm. No.
I mean, I would not be upset if someone handed this to me and said, "Hey, here's a beer," right? Favorite brand of beer is free and second is cold, but
yeah, this is a little rugged for enjoyment though purposes. Unless you had it as your 10th beer and you couldn't taste beer anymore. But yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking, you know, it's not like I would say that the flavor profile for Helles, it's not countering it per se, but it's also not.
it's not playing into it at all.
Yeah, it's not a glowing representation of what the style is supposed to actually look like or taste like. It's just like they got away with being close enough to call it that.
I'm thinking somewhere around a 10.
I was gonna be nicer and do a 12, but you want to split the difference and do 11?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let's see. John is admitting you're probably a harsher person than I am.
I enjoy this beer a lot less than yesterday.
Yeah, no, I agree. I came here looking forward to something that wasn't going to be a Helles, and then we got surprised with another Helles.
Which isn't a bad thing.
No. Yeah, if it was another Helles like yesterday, I would have been okay with that. But,
right.
This is rugged. Thank God we have 23 more days of hopefully overcoming this. Yeah, overall impression, what do you think?
It's hard because for you Three Bridge enjoyers, it's like Stuttgart, but just worse. Unlike yesterday, it was in a similar vein, you know. At best, I give him a 6 personally.
I think a 6 is fair. I hate to say that it's like not a beer or not a balanced beer. It's just not. It's not actually representative of the style. It's not enjoyable.
I mean, it is light. It's easy to drink, but it's missing those key notes.
I want to give a nod to the craftsmanship of it, but I don't want to give a nod to my drinkability. So I think a 6 is fair because I don't want to go against the work that was put into it, but I also can't really give it my love. So yeah, the rule 6. That's oh man, these guys are gonna be hurting here. We'll find everyone.
Calculator brain.
20. Yeah, that's a 28 out of 50. These guys. Don't go to these guys' Facebook page and tell them what we said about their beer. Please let them find us.
Hopefully they don't.
This is comparing to our notes of a 45 yesterday. Totally different Helles. So yeah, ouch.
That is tough, but
hopefully when we come back tomorrow, we'll have something that's not a Helles. Maybe Schwartz beer,
wheat beer,
fingers crossed.
beer. But maybe we'll get lucky and get a dark German.
I would like that. Maybe a double block at some point too. Could use a heavy thing too. But until next time, we'll catch you guys on the flip side on day 3 of the Advent calendar.
Enjoy.